Hey everyone, in this tutorial we're going to take a look at how you can quickly create character morphs by utilizing the data link feature in the Blender Auto Setup tools. If you're not yet familiar with the basics of this toolset, please check out the Getting Started tutorial. Let's start by quickly ensuring that we have a temporary data link folder in the settings and that data link is listening, meaning it's already connected. In Blender, you'll want to go to the Link tab of your Auto Setup add-on and click Connect. Done! Let's do some basic raw morph adjustments in Character Creator to give our character a base shape with different proportions to get started. You can find all of the morphs in the Morph tab of your Modify panel and use the search feature to find the ones you want. And for simple modifications, you can just mouse over the body parts you want to modify and then click and drag. Additionally, you can also go into the Proportions section of your Attributes tab to make bone level adjustments for more exaggerated looks. It looks really weird at the moment, but we'll refine it later. For now, since we don't need to bother with materials, let's ensure our model is selected and click the Send Morph button to send it to Blender. Regardless of your character's pose in CC, it will be sent to Blender in the default bind pose for easier sculpting. Once in Blender, we can enter into sculpt mode to make our refinements. It's very important here that you do not change the vertex count. If you do, CC will not recognize it as the same model when you try to re-import it. We have special tutorials for Blender sculpting that you can check out on our YouTube channel, but we won't go into detail here. Blender sculpting tools are more comprehensive than those found in CC, so we encourage you to make use of this free pipeline tool for more customization options. We can give our character a more aggressive head and stronger jaw as well, since we want him to look like a cartoon Viking warrior in the end. Thanks to the free toon base mesh that we started off with, it's much easier to get the look we want with just a few tweaks here and there, and exaggerating certain features. You can also edit other meshes such as the eyes, eyelashes, tongue, teeth, nails, and more. Just be careful with their proportions and positions, as you don't want them poking through your character's face mesh during performance. Once we're done with our sculpting, we can then update that mesh back into CC. But before we do that, we need to ensure that we reset any morph values already existing in our CC character back to 0. If we don't do this, the modifications we did in Blender will stack with the existing ones in CC, giving us an inconsistent result. Now normally you would want to apply the neutral base character here, since it has no initial modifications at all, but since the toon based character we used has slightly different topology and elements like the eyes, tongue, teeth, etc., we need to reload that specific one in, and then put the existing slider values to 0. Once that's done, simply click on Go CC, which will update the mesh in Character Creator. Here you can name your morph slider, and since we want to update all of the meshes we modified, we need to select Body, which encompasses everything. If we only updated the eyes or head or something, we could select that specific mesh instead. Be sure that Adjust Bones is selected here, since we modified them in the Proportions section earlier, as well as Auto Apply. After hitting Create Slider, we'll see our slider in the Morphs tab under the category we defined earlier. To split this into two separate sliders, we can click on the Create Head and Body Morph Slider button and select the Head and Body category to split this into two separate sliders, one for the head and another for the body. You'll find them in your defined path and also in the Currently Used category. You can combine other morphs in your library to customize the look even further with a few clicks, and add accessories, which we cover in another tutorial. As you can see, Data Link makes this whole process incredibly easy and intuitive, allowing you to take advantage of both tools for a better workflow. In the next video, we'll talk about how to create hair, clothing, and accessories for your model using Data Link. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.